Right, hi, my name is Kumi of Kumi Perma Ecovillage, Ghana, where we usually share things related to permaculture and the environment. Sometimes we also talk about healthy living so that we can be safe. And so today I'm talking about the 5 unhealthy habits that could kill you. You just need to limit some of these unhealthy habits so that things will be all right. So while I'll only talk about 5, please share some other unhealthy habits you think down in the comment section below. Right, the first unhealthy habit is living in the city. It's not our fault to be living in the city. But living in the city comes with its own diseases, addictions, and some downsides. I was watching one of my friends, Kelvin, the Raw Healing Mastery video, and in his video he cautioned us about why we should not surround ourselves with carpets, drywalls, plasters, paints, stainless steel, and the city life in general. He was not happy with the inhalation of fumes from the heavy industries in the city, and he advised that if it's possible, we should leave the city. He said we should surround ourselves with nature because this is what is going to give us good health. The truth is that nature is the best place to live. Wherever there is nature, there is life force. And in the city, there is less life force. Less life force in the city. People are crammed together in the city, and they are competing for this few life force. And so let's come back to nature. Let's come back home. I always say the best place to live is in the bush. Human beings, we are tropical animals by nature, and we should live on the trees because this is where oxygen comes from. This is where the air we breathe in comes from. And so if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, pack your things, leave the city, and move to the forest. The second unhealthy habit is indiscriminate cutting down of trees. I'm using indiscriminate here because we can cut down trees for some good reasons. We've heard of tactics that can replenish the soil and improve the ecosystem. We've heard of chopping and dropping nitrogen fixing plants, and also if you have a project, let's say a building project, you need some wood to build your house. Surely you can cut down 1 or 2 of the trees you have and maybe use that in building your house. These are all good reasons, and I have no problem with that. It's a part of life. But in my country, Ghana, people cut trees for their selfish interest. They come to the forest to cut trees. Opinion leaders, those in governance, and a lot of people are destroying the environment by cutting down trees. People are mining and destroying our lands, and by extension destroying ourselves. But I think it's not too late. We can do some reclamation, and so let's plant trees. Let's plant more fruit trees. If we plant every seed we get from each fruit, then it's possible to eliminate disease and hunger from this earth. And we should also note that if we preserve nature, nature will also preserve us. But if we destroy nature, definitely nature will destroy us. Think of this. In fact, this is a natural law. And so let's protect nature so that nature can also protect us. All right, the third unhealthy habit is the use of plastics. Even though most of us have plastics in our homes, I think we can reduce the usage. I think we can live in a plastic-free environment. Let me know down in the comment section below if you think we can live in a plastic-free environment. Let me know if you think we can eliminate plastics from our life. Let me know what are your replacements to plastics. We have some videos on the alternatives to plastics, and you can check that over here. I'll also leave the links in the description box below. You can check that later. But many years ago, we used to sell foods in leaves. We used to drink water in ceramics and clay pots. We also used to take paper bags to the market. Back then, the environment was very clean. Everywhere was green. We had the custard apples, the soursoups, the pears, the papayas, bananas, and all the wonderful trees, wonderful fruit trees around. But now they are nowhere to be found. Let's get back to life. Let's maintain our natural environment. Let's limit the use of plastics. Right, the fourth unhealthy habit is watching of TV. I'm always against watching of TV because it has, so many negative effects on you. Actually, I've not sat down to watch TV for, so many years because I don't want to be addicted to it. I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to adapt some bad habits. I've lived in my late father's room for more than 2 years, and I've never switched on his television. In fact, so much time has passed since his TV was turned on, and I don't know whether his TV is broken or not. Right, my last unhealthy habit is eating processed foods. Humans belongs to the frugivorous class of animals, and we are supposed to live on fresh foods. Eating meat, fish, eggs, and all those animal products, all those forms of junk stuffs will make you sick. And so try eating more foods as fresh as you can, and things will be okay. And so these are my 5 unhealthy habits you must try to limit in your daily lives. Reduce the watching of TV, limit the consumption of processed foods, stop cutting down trees indiscriminately, stop cutting down of trees indiscriminately. Surrounding yourself more in nature is always a good thing. Move to the forest, eat fresh foods, plant fruit trees, read, and try as much as you can to avoid some of these unhealthy habits. Try and replace some of these unhealthy habits with the good ones, and trust me, you will always be happy. Thank you so much for watching this video.